Hey everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going over to XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So my little long on XRP has actually been stopped out today. So really unfortunate. It did get some bids filled in down there, and it started to come back up into the key resistance, and then boom, drop like an absolute stone right there. So it's been a massive flush down for XRP today. Okay, so it's come down. I've got stopped out. It was a very minimal risk trade, around about 1%, I think it was. And these are the things I do try and identify in the charts right there. But unfortunately, it's come down. I've been stopped out. So it has bounced off a trend line. Right now is a little bit of confidence on that trend line, so we'll zoom in a moment, but we most definitely have to see something this week in the charts. In two charts, we most definitely have to see something if we're looking at any kind of move in the short term for XRP, because if we don't, it could be a looking glass that XRP is in a spot above her, to be honest with you, where it does start to retrace even greater for the remainder of the year here towards the lows that we're putting in January. Again, you know, and it would invalidate that 35-day ABC, which I've been looking at as a potential rinse repeat scenario from 2020 as well. So what we've got in the DXY right now is this high, and currently what we're looking to do in the DXY anyway is make a lower high. So like I said to you on Friday, I expect a little retracement to come up, you know, but I didn't expect my swing low to be lost. I didn't expect my stop loss to get swept, but obviously that's where everyone's had the stop loss, and it's been, you know, potential bear trap, liquidity or whatever, but right now I have been stopped out. But what we're looking for on this particular chart right now is a lower high. Okay, so if this starts to come up over the next few days this week and confirms this is resistance and we begin to roll, then this next leg here, you know, this is the basically the fuel for the rocket ship for XRP to take off. But equally what we want to see in the XRP chart this week, really importantly, I'm going to show you, is a close. Okay, a certain close on the weekly time frame. It needs to get its ass back above the 20-week EMA this week, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, because if it doesn't, you know, we start to see the DXY come up like this and it takes out this high, you know, it's a little bear trap on the DXY, and we experience a little bull trap on XRP, and it could be a looking glass, you know, a kind of signal that we are looking at a deeper correction here for XRP, sorry, and that 35-day XRP correction is not necessarily looking to hold, okay, that it put in August, and it's a deeper correction than I anticipate right here. So let's dive into the XRP chart and I'll show you exactly what we want to see on the XRP this week. Okay, the close. But right here, what we're looking for, confidence to any upside on XRP is a lower high on the DXY, run into resistance and drop for the remainder. Yeah, that's what we're looking for if we're expecting any upside for XRP. So let's dive into the XRP chart right now. So looking at XRP on the hourly time frame, in a minute, you know, people have to respect that what you're doing. You've got a key low here. This is a key low. You know, and this is a key leg of resistance. This was your previous leg of resistance, and that was your key low. And what you did here, you come up into the resistance, you come back and made a high low. You come into the resistance, and currently, at the moment anyway, with this flush out for XRP, you are still retaining this high low. So, you know, over a long period of time, if we look from left to right, from here, okay, from left to right, what are we doing? We're compressing. We're compressing over a long period of time. So if you start to see this over a long period of time, you know, it can create an expansion to the upside, obviously an expansion to the downside. There's no guarantees. So it's all about structure and support, and this is something I'll relay to you. Just here, what we've got is a micro compression pattern, descending triangle. We broke down, confirmed resistance, and eventually we got to this technical target, didn't we? We had a little bounce up into resistance and then absolutely dropped here. Now, there's no guarantees that this trend line here, just because you bounced here, this is it, you know, go long with your life savings, jump all in. What I do exercise is patience. So what we need to see is certain closes on the daily for Bitcoin today. Keep an eye on that. Check out the Bitcoin chart, you know, in the Bitcoin video right now. We need to see a certain close on Bitcoin, but equally on XRP, we want to see this kind of reversal signature that we've seen down here. You know, if you remember way back down here when everyone was max pessimism, bearishness, I said there's a lovely little ascending triangle just there. This is where you start to build some long positions where you stop on the swing low. So this is something you can be patient and wait for, because obviously the correction could be in here, or you could come up and then boom, you go again. So what we're doing effectively is just doing what we did from there down to there. We're doing from here down to here. Do you understand? So over a long period of time, compress, lead to expansion. This is something I'm looking at for a very long time right now. So going forward, we just got to be patient. If we take a look at the RSI, you can clearly see at the moment we've bounced like a boss in the oversold area, which is pretty much where that low was just there, and that initial low that we did. And we're still making a series of higher lows in the RSI, okay? So there's a little bit of confidence in me that that could be the low, but obviously there's no guarantees. What I'm going to look at is fib retracement levels with you to see if it is, you know, there's a case that it will go lower, and if it does, where might be a good area to actually put some bids on for XRP, okay? So it is unfortunate got stopped out on that trade. It was a very minimal risk trade, around about 1%, but it is what it is, okay? Can't win every single trade. So at the moment, you know, there's no bias. If XRP maintains this higher level of support, what we're looking at is over a long period of time, like I said to you, what you do usually see on these resistance patterns, you know, consolidation patterns, price compression patterns, is the break on the third point of resistance. So this has been a support. This is just secondary support. This is your third support right now. This was your first leg of resistance, okay, before the secondary support. This is your second point of resistance before your third point of support. So in theory, if I'm correct, and this is a macro ascending triangle, which is absolutely possible, we should be looking to break that on the next leg of resistance. Okay, so again, I can't get too bearish. The macro support for this particular ascending triangle is moving up over a long period of time. Right now, this is your support for this macro pattern, which is an ascending triangle. Okay, 04604, break down below that, it's off the table, it's been invalidated. Okay, and this is something I always relay to you. The pattern at play is valid until invalidated away, and at the moment we are potentially carving out this big reversal pattern at the bottom here from this 35-day ABC correction. So I can't get too bearish just yet whilst you're doing this. Okay, it's equally the same message I was relaying to you down there. So just there, this was a lovely little ascending triangle. If I drop a horizontal line in just there, you can clearly see that's exactly where XRP's come back to. So it broke out, and eventually what it's done is come all the way back down to it in a correction to ask it for support, and it's got that. Okay, and right now we're looking for a very similar structure here. We're looking for some kind of ascending triangle off this floor to come back up. If we get that, my next leg of resistance is that green line. Really as simple. So what we could do as a guide is just look at the retracement levels that XRP went from to this level here. Okay, so if we take a look from this high here, when XRP retraced to this low that it put in on Monday the 11th a few weeks ago, where did it get to? You can clearly see it bounced like an absolute boss on the 786. So is it a case that we've just got to kick back, relax, and wait for XRP to get 786 on this retracement? So let's take a look. Okay, so from this high all the way to this low, you can clearly see at the moment, get that knob on, XRP's just bounced off the golden ratio. It could be the fact that it's done on the golden ratio, absolutely, but right now I will ladder some bids in on Bybit and BitGet. I'll be putting some bids on 0.47883 and the golden ratio at 0.824, okay, for XRP, because if this correction is not over, okay, and it's doing something like this, coming down like this, and you start to come back up, I'll be looking at these levels here, okay, to buy back, and it would still retain this high low. But the only thing we've got on XRP's side today at the moment anyway is the fact that the RSI is in the floor like that. Okay, so you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice. It's unfortunate this little trade is gone against me, but it is what it is. You take the rough with the smooth. What I'm looking for, if we start to coil up here, fantastic, but if not, we start to come up and we break down and we lose this low. These are my buybacks here: 702, 04854 and 786 at 04783, and we respectively we're still making a series of higher lows, and from left to right we're getting compressed, aren't we, which is technically an ascending triangle over a long period of time. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, and remember, we lose the one fib at 04605. This pattern's off the table. Back soon with another update on XRP. Bye bye.